Hey, I'm Melanie King and I'm currently doing a commission for Mural called Submerged Landscapes. Submerged Landscapes is a project which looks at sea level rise and climate change in the Kent and Thanet area. I'm going to be documenting places around Kent that are likely to be submerged by the year 2030. Within this project, I plan to use Seaweed as a developer, use sea spinach to make anther types of the local area, and also treat digital printed photographs with seawater. So recently I went for my daily exercise to Pegwell Bay, which is about a 2-mile walk from where I live, and I took photographs of Pegwell Bay Nature Reserve, which I'm now going to develop in Seaweed. So within this part of the video, I'm going to go for a walk and pick some seaweed, and then I'm going to turn that seaweed into a developer. It's best to use as fresh seaweed as possible. This is because seaweed can hold toxins. I am using washed up seaweed so as not to damage the plants. So I've now been to collect the seaweed and I'm going to turn the seaweed into a developer right now. So the first thing to do is to get your jug of seaweed and add half a litre of hot water and leave that overnight. The seaweed developer has been stewing overnight, so now I'm going to pour 150 millilitres into the small jug. This is the seaweed mixture heating up in a jug of just boiled water. You don't want to pour the seaweed developer in there because it'll dilute it, but this is a way of heating up the mixture without diluting it. I'm now going to add 50 grams of soda crystals into 150 ml of hot water. I'm then going to mix it until it's completely dissolved. While I'm waiting for this to dissolve, I'm going to measure out 12 grams of vitamin C. Now that my soda crystals have been dissolved, I'll pour in the vitamin C. Now that my vitamin C has been mixed, I'm going to pour in my seaweed mixture. I'm now using hot water underneath the jug of seaweed developer to heat up until it's 26 degrees. Anywhere between 26 to 30 degrees Celsius will work really well, and that equates to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Now my developer is ready, and I'm going to pour it into my developing tank, which has already been loaded with a film. I'm now going to leave the developer in the tank for 1 hour, and I'll be inverting the tank, so turning it upside down every 2 minutes for 1 hour. I'm now going to pour the developer into the jug and keep it in the glass jar. I'll be able to use this again up to about 2 or 3 times. I'm now washing for 2 minutes. Now I'm going to add the fixer. I'm using Bellini Fix because it's less smelly, so I'll pour that in now. I've now fixed as I usually would, so I'm going to pour the fixer back into the jug. going to add a piece of copper which will attract silver particles to the copper, and this will mean that less silver goes down the drain. I'll now wash my film as usual. You can now see that my film has come out and it's got this weird kind of sagey green colour. I'm now going to leave the film to dry and I'll scan the film so you can see the results later on in the video.